Welcome to the news in details now. The government of Rwanda has noted that for the upcoming Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in June to be a success, all citizens, especially private sector practitioners, should be fully involved by making use of available opportunities. Sam Kalisa reports.
Forex bureaus are among the busiest businesses, especially during international conferences. Operators say they are ready to provide better services during CHOGM. We are encouraging our colleagues to operate on a 24-hour basis in June to make it easier for visitors who might need to exchange currencies. This will earn us profits, but at the same time contributing to the development of our country. In different hotels around the city of Kigali, entertainment spots are being set. In other areas, reconstruction activities have continued. Some of the hospitality sector practitioners say they have gone far in preparations to host CHOGM participants. We are not just preparing the infrastructure, but also we're training our staff so that they can offer better services. Francis Gasana, an investor and business consultant, advises his colleagues to improve the services they offer for their own benefit, as well as keeping the image of the country clean. CHOGM is a perfect platform to meet investors who are even ahead of us, show them our country and investment opportunities available, and establish collaboration and mutual benefit. The deputy spokesperson of the Government of Rwanda, Ale Mukurarinda, urges Rwandans to work hard and spend a lot of time in caring for CHOGM participants and to understand that the CHOGM meeting is not just the responsibility of the government. People should not think that CHOGM preparations are only for the government. People in all sectors, entertainment, artists and everyone else should take it to their heart so that we can receive our visitors well and make them happy. In addition to the preparedness in terms of service delivery, activities to upgrade the infrastructure, including roads, around the city of Kigali are underway. The Commonwealth of Nations is made up of 54 countries with a population of over 2.5 billion, of which 60% are young people and 20% of global trade is done in the Commonwealth member states. Sam Kalisa, RwandaTV News.
Thank you, Sam, for that report. Now, participants in community meetings say that the discussions are very helpful as some of them have learned to resolve the ongoing conflicts in their families. Young people who attend the meeting say that much of what they learn will help them build conflict-free homes. Take a look. This is a song that precedes community meetings. This is in Kamonyi district, Musambira sector, Karengera cell, in Kamayanja village in the southern province. Every third week of the month, the community gathers for community meetings to be informed about various government programs, discuss their well-being and the challenges being faced by the community and work together to address them. These are some of the married couples that were having conflicts in their homes, but that through these meetings they were able to navigate them and find solutions. They teach us how a man and a woman are supposed to live together, how the young live with people in harmony. Community meetings reconcile families that are fighting and resolve domestic disputes. It happened to me as I was visited in my home, and they united us because I and my husband were constantly fighting. We could fight all day, every day. Some of the young that attend the community meetings say that there is a lot to learn in terms of building a better future. The things I learn from these community evenings help me understand the disadvantages of conflicts, and by listening to the advices given, it helps me to self-evaluate, hence building a better home in the future. Epimak Gwandinzi, the Executive Secretary of Karengera Cell, agrees with the youth, saying these meetings have been beneficial.
This is where family life is discussed. Family development after problem solving. First and foremost, they have to understand the values and taboos and understand the root cause of domestic disputes, as these are the things the youth should avoid in their future marriages.
The Director General of Family Promotion and Child Protection in the Ministry of Gender and Family Promotion, Aline Umutoni, say the results of these meetings are visible across In these meetings, they discuss about things that contribute to their development, solve family disputes, and educate the youth and children, so the results are seen in various areas and in different ways, as the goals set in these meetings are being achieved. Through community meetings, in Rulindo District, 299 families have been reunited, and in Gorero District, 329 families were reunited. Across the country, community meetings have contributed greatly in solving various issues and benefiting all levels of the community, as evidenced by the youth of Kamonyi. Living with disabilities engaged in cross-border trade on the Rwanda-DRC border using specially modified vehicles say their hard work has been paying off because they are able to sustain themselves as well as their families instead of relying on handouts. Their trade was severely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and its restrictions, but has since been making a comeback. Take a look.
Border traders start work early each day, transporting as much as 2 tons of goods on their modified vehicles that can cost as much as 300,000 Rwandan francs to purchase. Money well spent when you consider how they have been able to transform their lives. I work every day and I am able to provide for my 10 children, everything they need really, from meals to school fees. They get all their requirements thanks to this work that I do. Others got into the trade with literally nothing more than the will to work and have since made commendable progress in their lives. I started without those special vehicles, but decided to work nevertheless, and I was able to buy one worth 200,000 Rwandan francs. Then came the COVID-19 pandemic, and that hit my business hard and got me thinking. That is when I decided to buy the 3-wheeled motorcycle. At the time I had this house, but it was not complete, and I was soon able to finish it. Most of these success stories are largely attributed to the fact that the traders have their own cooperative that helps them to properly manage their money. The cooperative is important to me because every time I work, I take a portion of my earnings and inject it into the cooperative's fund. And at the end of the year, we all share the money, enabling me to do things like meet expenses at home and replace tires on my vehicle because they need to be replaced regularly. The head of the cooperative says with the worst of the COVID-19 pandemic now in the past, Kotraru is looking to complete its stalled project so that it can begin bringing in more money. We have a commercial building that we are constructing that will be worth 120 million Rwandan francs when it is complete, and we have so far invested 64 million Rwandan francs into it. Now that business appears to be improving and could return to the way it was before, we want to resume construction activities. The Kotraru cooperative is now 15 years old, with 92 members who have contributed the 900,000 Rwandan francs, each required to be a shareholder, and another 75 who have not, having been street beggars before and looking to transform their lives.
Residents in different parts of Nyagatare district are happy that they have been given tri-phase electric power, which they have started using in profit-generating activities. However, some residents say they still have insufficient electric power. The management of Rwanda Energy Group, REG, Nyagatare branch says the issue would be resolved soon. Sam Kalisa reports.
Located in Musheri sector of Nyagatare district was one of the areas in which the tri-phase electric power was supplied. Local resident Musafiri Ildefonse made use of the opportunity and brought an electric grinding machine. Before, we were using fuel grinding machines and the quality of the maize flour wasn't that good, but now we give our residents good quality maize flour. Residents have testified that the move made their lives easier as they needed services and facilities that require high-capacity electric energy to operate. However, some residents in other parts of Musheri sector and Nyagatare district at large say they still have insufficient electric power. We make long distances to get electric grinding machines, and that is still difficult for us. The same applies for welding. We are requesting REG to provide us with tri-phase electric power as well. The management of the Rwanda Energy Group, REG, says activities to increase power line in the eastern province have started, assuring residents that the issue of insufficient electricity will be resolved soon. We have started activities to supply tri-phase electric power in all sectors, and the Musheri sector is among those that are being considered. This will last for 12 months, and it's so far been only 4 months, so we still have 8 months to supply enough electric power. At least 60.1% of the population in Nyagatare district have electricity. According to REG, activities to increase power supply in the district have started and will leave at least 70% of the population connected.
As part of efforts to link up traders and markets using ICT, Rwanda's Ministry of ICT and Innovation has announced that more than 1,100 small companies have been given access to online markets. And this year, another 400 will have access to 8 sites. This is in line with raising digital literacy in the country from current 20% to 60% by 2024.
As technology continues to take hold here in Rwanda, online platforms providing trading opportunities have continued to see more and more success.
The reason why we say we are 0% commission, because we don't go and then add another price on top of the house, which is usually paid later after the transactions has already happened. So what we actually do, we're just a marketplace, just like any other simple market. So you just pay for a listing fee, or you just pay for rent on our platform, and then that house will be listed, or land or vehicle, and then after the house is listed, there's no other commissions. We only just a listing fee, or you might call it rent, but it's a very small fee that we charge, which has nothing to do with commissions.
Regular people too are beginning to realize that this way of doing business has many benefits. The benefits of this method include the fact that they link you with customers and do not ask for commissions, just a small fee for joining the site. This is better than using middlemen who always seek to exploit both sides and cut into your profits. I had a vehicle, a RAV4, and I posted it on the site for sale. It was bought in less than 3 days. I am sure that had I used regular middlemen to get it sold, it would have taken much longer, so I was very impressed when it was gone in less than 3 days. Local online platforms like this also serve the region, not just Rwanda. We help people here in Rwanda and abroad to buy things using our website, gumaho.com, posting products made in Rwanda and other countries so that people can make their orders from anywhere. We operate in Burundi as well, the DRC, Tanzania and Uganda. That means people from anywhere can log on to our site and trade. After all, the world is now a global village. As part of efforts to link up traders and markets using ICT, Rwanda's Ministry of ICT and Innovation has announced that more than 1,100 small companies have been given access to online markets, and this year another 400 will have access to the sites.
Last year we have prepared campaigns, especially on e-commerce and digital payment adoption, and we will be able to onboard more than 1,000 MSMEs on digital platforms, digital online platforms. So here we are targeting also to increase this number and put 400 more MSMEs, and we believe that we'll be able to onboard them again on e-commerce platform. Here they will, the merchants, the MSMEs merchants, they will be able to put their producers on online platforms.
Only 10% of Rwandan traders use online platforms, and efforts are underway to increase that figure while raising digital literacy in the country from the current 20% to 60% by 2024.
On behalf of the entire news production team, thank you so much for your company. I'm Jane Mutoni. Bye for now.